8647 today. Tell her how to cut your monthly telephone bill up to 60%.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. It is here at the studios of The Source, 61 degrees, broadcasting from the Paddock Mall. And our forecast says that tomorrow, high temperatures will be in the lower 80s, just like today. Tomorrow night, temperatures dropping into the lower 60s, upper 50s, same as tonight. But then Friday, this is when things really, really change. There's some rain expected tomorrow, but by Friday, partly cloudy skies, high temperatures on Friday, 77. Low temperatures Friday night, 39, which means if you're out with the kids trick-or-treating, I think this is great. I would love this if I was trick-or-treating with a child. I'll be sitting outside on my porch with my Kit Kats and my Snickers and my the other candy I give out. And it'll be cold, apparently. 39 degrees overnight Friday, plus 39 degrees overnight Saturday. And things start warming up a little bit on Sunday again. So just thought I'd give it. I don't usually do the forecast like that, but that's kind of news. And don't forget, this is the weekend. You set your clock back an hour on Saturday night, Sunday morning, whatever you choose to do, and give yourself an extra hour. You have a 49-hour weekend this weekend. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth. Maybe you can take one of those hours and donate blood, or half of one of that extra hour. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Where are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Where are you?
I'm at the office. I'm at work.
You get there early. See, I got here early yesterday and today too. I don't know why.
I'll tell you, it's the sometimes the traffic patterns. It'll cost me 20 minutes longer, and to the last 2 days it's been fantastic. I haven't caught like a couple of lights that are really, really long.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's I noticed too that you can't really predict traffic, but if you know your route. And everybody on you. In your case, you're on the interstate though, so you've got tourists and everything. You got people from Canada.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And right now, so the traffic on the interstate is not nearly as bad as it has been. I didn't see any Canadians, so that's gonna. You see one Canadian on the road, that may add up to 20 minutes to my trip.
It's too funny. So how's the blood supply? Robin is back, by the way. She's just not in the studio.
Yeah, I heard her earlier. Now she's not on the radio.
Well, you know what I think she's doing? She's putting that thing on Facebook. We just had this report from Senator Tom Coburn, about government waste. So she's putting the link to the PDF so everybody can read it for themselves.
There you go. Well, thank you, Robin.
Sorry.
Blood supply is actually pretty good. We need platelets as we always do, and of course we need O negative. So, but other than that, we're in pretty good shape.
Pretty good shape. And if Robin was in here, she would tell you that Ronnie's surgery went really well yesterday. It was actually a surgical procedure.
Okay.
But still, it involved with the backbone. That's pretty serious. It's pretty risky area, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nothing I want to mess with, that's for sure.
No. But anyway, you see that rocket blew up last night? What the heck? I thought we were at the point where that didn't happen anymore. Something was crazy, huh? I hope that doesn't happen. Well, the inevitable is going to happen. But one of these days, there's going to be people in one of those rockets. Yeah,
absolutely.
So.
Yep.
Anyway, I have a really fun topic for you, and I kind of wanted Robin to be on here, but the topic is art.
Yeah, and I'm curious how you're going to pull this off. It's art is a visual medium typically.
Art is
Larry,
yeah, I know. So I'm going to give you some information so that you can look up these things and see them for yourself. But I want you to know that these are really cool examples. You know what? I got to wait till Robin is in here. This is a fun topic, and she's probably going to be interested in this. So we'll just wait for her to come in. Did you see? did you see one of the pieces of waste? Listen to this. I'll just kind of piggyback on the last segment I did. The Pentagon is going to destroy, or they have destroyed, $16 billion of unused ammunition. And it's going to cost them $1 billion to destroy it.
Jeez.
It's going to cost $1 billion to destroy $16 billion of unused ammunition.
Wow.
Why don't they just sell it to some other country? I don't know.
I don't know. Get set into all the little pawn shops all over the country. I'm sure there's some bullets in there.
Well, it's
There
all
you go.
posted. The picture and everything is on Facebook, so you're
Okay.
all set
Thank
now.
you. Thank you.
All
So,
right, good. We get back to our segment.
now we
Thank
got the
you
segment for
back,
art.
Robin.
Art segment. Well, I wanted Robin to be part of
You know, Larry doesn't work well without you, Robin. I mean,
Everybody knows
he
that.
just doesn't.
Everybody knows that.
Thank
Yeah, I mean,
you. Thank
All right. So I have art. Now you will say, "Oh, I've seen this before," but these are bizarre forms of modern art that I think you will appreciate. First of all, there's the forced perspective. You got to go on. Forced perspective is what they call this. You got to go online and look up an artist named Bernard Prass, P-R-A-S.
Okay.
All right. Now, do you remember Robin Tomoko Takahashi?
Oh, yes, I do.
All right. Tomoko Takahashi is an installation artist.
Yep.
Now,
She's great.
if you look at Tomoko Takahashi's art, you go to a museum, you see her art, and you don't know what you're supposed to do. You're going to say, it looks like my attic. It looks like a bunch of junk. It looks like this is crazy. There's a bicycle and an old tire and a piece of trash in the corner and an old beer bottle. And you say, this is absolutely a piece of junk. Why does anybody like this stuff? And they move on to the next room. Oh, here's some more junk. So when Tomoko Takahashi does an exhibit, people often come out of the thing saying, oh, this is a bunch of junk.
Yeah.
Right? Meanwhile, somebody else will write a rave review. I read a really bad review of Tomoko Takahashi on in the same publication as a really good review.
I believe that, sure.
What did the good reviewer see that the bad reviewer didn't? Here's how you find out. Are you ready for this? Look up. Are you by a computer right now, Galen?
no, I will be soon, though.
All right. Look up Bernard Prass, P-R-A-S. He's an artist who used forced perspective to create that trash that I was just talking about with Tomoko Takahashi, and from a specific angle, especially if you close one eye. This is like, it becomes a 2D image. You will see a portrait of Ferdinand Cheval.
That is cool.
I don't know who Ferdinand Cheval
Doesn't
is.
matter. It's a face. He was a.
Details, Galen.
It's
Details.
all about
Well,
there.
he built the La Palace or whatever, Ideal in France, the Ideal Palace.
Uh-huh.
And that's what his credits are. But that's who the portrait is of. But it doesn't matter. You're looking at a pile of trash, and then somebody says, "Wait a minute, you got to look at it from over here," and all of a sudden, holy mackerel! There's a face of a guy.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
There's a face of a guy.
That is amazing.
Well, that is what forced perspective is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool. To really, really, really appreciate it, you got to go to a Tomoko Takahashi exhibit. Remember, Tomoko Takahashi was in the book that we reviewed one time.
Right. She worked with Edelman
In the Edelman
Agency.
up in New York. But Bernard Prass, P-R-A-S. All right, now the next one, you can find examples of this back to Leonardo da Vinci. So to call this new is not exactly true. However, you've seen this before. This is called anamorphosis. This is really cool stuff.
Okay.
Anamorphosis is the best example that you know of are those sidewalk chalk paintings
Oh, yeah, I love this.
that look like there's a hole in the sidewalk, that look like there's a rocket ship coming out of the sidewalk, or that it's filled with a waterfall.
Yeah, swimming pool with people swimming.
You know what I'm
in it.
talking about, right, Galen?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that is similar to forced perspective, except that it's really a two-dimensional piece of artwork that when you stand back or stand from a certain angle, it looks like a three-dimensional thing.
Yeah, it is so cool.
The forced perspective is a bunch of stuff put together that from a specific angle looks like something.
Yeah.
And this is from a certain angle, it looks like a three-dimensional picture.
Yeah, it is so cool.
Okay.
And
That is cool.
what's it called? Da Vinci did this. A lot of his art, a lot of people didn't realize this until they were moving the paintings.
Uh-huh.
That if you looked at them like you're looking at a landscape, you actually hold the painting up and look at it from the side rather than straight forward.
Yeah.
You see faces that you didn't see before.
Isn't that amazing? So ultra
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Super smart. It's super talented.
All right. Anamorphosis is what
Creative.
that's called. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Yeah, I am. That's cool.
All right, the next one is photorealism. You may have seen this. Photorealism has been used in advertising forever. Photorealism is when an artist uses paint or markers or pencils, whatever, and does such a good job that it looks like a photograph.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Now, art teachers will tell you that may take a lot of talent. It may take a lot of time. It doesn't. It's not art. All of a sudden, it's a photograph.
Yeah.
And my thought about this is this. If you had somebody who could do photorealism before the invention of the camera, that guy would have been a genius.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But now, because we have a camera, the art snobs say, that's not good.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Oh, gosh, what's the guy's name who did all the Saturday Evening Post covers?
Oh,
Norman Rockwell.
yeah, that's it.
Norman Rockwell.
He was
His
perfect.
paintings, they weren't exactly photorealism. I mean, you could tell they were paintings.
Yeah.
But he was often criticized by critics because, and so was Andy Warhol.
And other artists, sure.
Andy Warhol would paint soup cans that looked exactly like soup cans.
Yeah, right.
But because cameras can do the same thing, he wasn't appreciated for it. And who's the other guy? Thomas Kincaid.
Yeah, him too, yeah.
Everybody loves Thomas Kincaid except for the critics.
Exactly.
I thought Thomas Kincaid made those little cottages, those like ceramic cottages.
Well, he made the paintings that those ceramic cottages are based on.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he did those paintings, and he made lots of money. He died like a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
but,
too sad.
But he made lots of money. You know, Pete brought in yesterday a video that I haven't watched it yet, and I was looking at the reviews of this. It's a very, very, I guess, politically charged video. Because if you look at the critics' reviews, it's like 2%. They got like half of a star, quarter of a star.
Oh my gosh.
If you look at the viewers who watched it, it's got like 98% approval.
That's funny.
So that's the same way it is with some of this art, is that like Thomas Kincaid or Norman Rockwell, the average guy on the street loves their stuff.
Yeah.
But the art critic, it's like Peter Max. We had Peter Max on.
Yes, we do.
And the real, I asked the people at the Appleton, would you ever have a Peter Max exhibit? Oh God, no, not Peter Max.
Yeah, exactly.
Really? I thought people love Peter Max.
Yeah, exactly. It's just,
All right, ready for the next one, Galen?
I am ready.
You've seen this, I bet you, online, or maybe even in real life. Dirty car art.
Okay.
Well, people will take like a dirty back window of a car, and somebody with real good skills will take a finger or a brush or something and just kind of clean it off just enough to create portraits and pictures.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
it's amazing.
No, I haven't.
No?
I haven't. No.
It's amazing.
We go on, when you're looking up things, look up dirty car art.
Yeah.
All right, will do.
All right, the next one I think is nothing more than a gimmick, but it is considered a bizarre form of modern art. It is body fluid art.
Oh, I haven't seen that. That sounds
point of that?
disgusting.
It is using body fluid. It could be blood. It could be any body fluid.
Oh.
Doesn't have
I
to
mean,
be.
is there like a shortage of paint somewhere that I'm unaware
I know.
of?
Oh, that is disgusting.
And your question supports my feeling is that it's just
Yeah,
gimmicky.
I mean, that's just people just trying to shock you, and,
Right,
and if,
right.
if you're shocked, then they feel they win.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I
that
don't
to me
want this.
is gimmicky. However, just so you know, body fluid art does have entire exhibits at some museums.
Again, it's just shock value. I
Right.
don't.
So like the Hahn Museum in Gainesville would say, this weekend we have an entire exhibit of art from body fluid.
I'm pretty sure the Horn wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do the body fluid. I mean, I'm going out on a limb. No,
Limb.
no.
All right.
They're pretty conservative over there.
I don't know. I walked in there one time and I saw this gigantic canvas called White.
Yes.
And what it was white. And I said, did somebody pay for this?
Yeah.
It's
it was a whole
it's
room.
a big canvas called White.
That's right.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
It's a fair point.
I went
That
to
was
another room in
insane.
the Horn one time, and it had rocks on the floor.
Yeah.
I thought they were building something,
I know.
but it was called like something like rocks on the floor.
yeah.
That was the exhibit. It was like, holy mackerel!
In that whole room, they just featured
The whole
rocks
room
on
was
the
just
floor.
rocks on the floor.
Yeah.
Hello.
Fair enough.
They paid a lot of
Now I
money
want to
for
go
that.
back and see if it wasn't really forced perspective where you're supposed to stand at a certain angle. Oh, now I
Yeah,
see
right.
it.
They should have had a sign.
Now I see it. All right, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back with Galen and, of course, the importance of donating blood. I forgot to mention, this segment is sponsored by Penn Flooring.
Yes, it is.
Bringing quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Get some new flooring, remodel your home, stop and visit their spacious showroom to figure out what you want to get. That showroom is located at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge, or on this side of the bridge, depending which way you're coming, over the railroad track. We'll take a break and be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. After some morning fog patches, partly sunny today and warm this afternoon, high 83 to 87. Mainly clear tonight, low 61 inland, 67 on the coast. There'll be some fog around late tonight and tomorrow morning. Otherwise, sunshine mixing with clouds tomorrow and warm. A shower or thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon, the high 82 to 86. On Friday, partly sunny and cooler, high 76 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Hi, Danny Werfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. right here on The Source, WOCA. Don't miss Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with your hosts, Francois Cousinet and Julienne Cousinet. They'll be giving you information about your retirement funds and answering your questions with live call-in. So don't miss it, Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement right here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 a.m. All right, 22 minutes after 8 o'clock. Galen Unold on the phone up in Gainesville over at LifeSouth Community Blood Centers to remind us of the importance of donating blood. And you don't want to donate blood to an artist doing artwork with body fluids. You just don't.
No.
Just give it to somebody who actually can be saved with your blood.
Yeah, exactly.
You still with us, Galen? Yeah, Robin asked me during the break, how do they get the body fluids? And it says that some of the body fluids are from animals, so they're not. It's not all. I don't know.
That's still disgusting.
And if you look at most of the paintings, they're mostly red. They're mostly.
I don't even think it's worth talking about. I don't know.
Well, at least you know what it is now. All right, and the next one. So that one I think is gimmicky. The next one is also gimmicky. This is paintings done with body parts.
Oh.
There's a guy named Tim Patch who goes by the name Picasso. I'll just let you figure out why.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Don't need to think about that.
And if you look online, you'll see people painting with their noses. There are some people who really have like no limbs or something like that, and that's why they'll use their nose. There was one guy I saw using a tongue. You've seen that young girl who painted with her feet, but she used a brush.
Yeah.
She used a brush between her toes, and she was absolutely amazing. But that's not what this is. This is painting with body parts, period. Animal paintings are another modern phenomenon where they give paintbrushes to an elephant or a monkey.
Right.
And you end up with a piece of junk, really. And
Well, you do that up in Williston.
You can do it.
Yeah, there was a famous horse that painted, right?
I don't know.
Well, wasn't there a famous horse that was a painter? I don't know.
There might have been.
I think so, yeah.
I know people.
Yeah, I think so.
You can find them. I mean, Robin pointed out they do this in Williston. You can get an elephant to paint the painting for you.
Yep. Yeah, people wait. Yeah. People watch that elephant paint.
Do they really admire? Oh, isn't that elephant amazing? Look at that painting.
So insightful at what he's drawing.
I don't get it.
No.
Reflection of human life from an animal's perspective.
No, it's not. It's an animal moving his trunk, and it happens to be a brush in his trunk.
Yeah, I'm being facetious.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. So now I told you about anamorphosis, which was the taking of a 2D image and sort of kind of making a 3D image out of it. That's going, just to remind you, that's the chalk art on the sidewalk that you've seen. Okay. The exact opposite is also being done, where people will take real things, like real people, and paint the people and set them up against a wall or whatever to make it look like they are part of a painting.
Oh, we saw that. Here in
it's called
Ocala.
camouflage.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is camouflage, yeah. And in some cases, it's absolutely naked people.
Yeah, which we saw here in Ocala.
Right, and she was kind of part of. Yeah, she was definitely part of that painting.
Yeah, with the owl.
Right,
the owl painting. Yeah.
Did we ever tell you that again? We walked into this place downtown, and there was a naked lady.
Yep, the Irish Rose. It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Anytime you can see a naked lady and call it art, I think everybody wins.
Yeah, that's what I think. All right, hold on. The phone rang. Let me answer it. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, you know what? I'm listening to your other competition about medical marijuana and stuff, and it's just kind of interesting. Yeah. Because, it's just interesting because, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon.
I know. I know.
The one thing about medical marijuana is...
Here, Rob. Take some.
The alcohol, you know what? When you're drinking a beer and stuff...
I know. Hey, Galen.
They don't...
is he an artist?
Yeah, your turn. Come on.
I mean, he must be an artist.
Hey, the one thing, though, you know what? The reason why a lot of people don't want marijuana in this state...
Not sure why. Come on.
Alcohol.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right.
Well, they...
I was thinking, you know
Getting wasted here.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was thinking the same thing.
Wow.
Here, Robert.
I just want to
Don't bogart that joint, my friend.
I just wanted to say that. Okay, hey, you guys have a great day.
Yeah, you too, man. Hey, groovy kid. Thank you.
Did you say groovy kid?
I did. Groovy kid. Yeah.
Wow.
Look at the pretty lights.
Welcome to the 60s. Groovy kid. Wow.
All right.
Look at that
This is
sun.
still
Was that a paid ad that I was for the anti-marijuana?
All right, I got some more. Come on, all this art, by the way, looks way better when you're using marijuana.
He must have been on his way to like Taco Bell or something.
I'm not so sure I understand that. My cold is still there when I laugh. I can feel it. All right. Shadow art. Then this is a really cool one. This is cool. People will set up stuff, and Patsy has something, and they will shine a light on something, and then the shadow looks like a face or looks like something else. So shadow art is another cool thing that we've seen lately.
All right, cool.
Reverse graffiti. Reverse graffiti is sort of like the dirty window on a car. But it's like a dirty wall or a very, very, it's very old and hasn't been cleaned in a long time. And somebody will come by with a pressure cleaner that can pinpoint the pressure and actually create paintings by cleaning certain parts of the wall.
Okay.
And these beautiful murals are being done this way. If you go for reverse graffiti online, you'll see it. Body art is kind of the same thing we mentioned before with the 3D into 2D. It's really two different things. But we kind of mentioned that that's where they paint people, basically. People are the canvas, and then the last one is the light painting. This is where you'd have to be in a darkened theater in order to see this. This is where artists on stage, really performers, have different light, whether they're flashlights or lasers or anything like that, and they move them around in such a way that you get to see a picture of some sort, a landscape or a portrait. So there you go.
Gotcha.
My coolest one, though, is the anamorphosis. That's the one with the chalk. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, those are cool.
But you got to look up, even though it's not my favorite, you got to look up Bernard Prass, P-R-A-S, and you'll see his stuff. Okay. All right, well, Robin stepped out for some reason.
That out.
To talk to Patsy. Again, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Bloodmobile today, Larry, is at the Institute of Cardiovascular Excellence.
All right, Galen. If you can't get to the Bloodmobile, go next door to the Cascades on Silver Springs Boulevard. Donate blood over there. In Denellen, you would go next to the Winn-Dixie. It's Wednesday, Galen. Don't forget cooler temperatures moving in for Halloween. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I hate it. I'm ready for it to be 90 again.
All right, you have a great day. Thank you, Galen.
All right, you guys are the best. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Some people visiting federal